Alright. It's time for another episode of the Grim Reaper. And up here in the top right-hand side of the map, it is the man himself who brings down a cheesy and lactose-heavy death to all of his opponents. It is the Grim Reaper, hiding on his barcode account, being a cheeky little fucker. His opponent in the bottom left-hand side, on the other hand, they also are a barcoded. This one is going to be Washboard, the Zerg player in the bottom left. Now, we've got two games in today's video for you guys. I just got a couple of new ones sent to me. This is a 6.3, I think it was 6.35, almost 6.4k Zerg player. So that's a very high-level Zerg who's going to be getting cannon rushed. Okay, cool. Nice. Back to basics here. And you guys know my thoughts on pro gamers' abilities to defend cannon rushes. And they suck! Not all of them, but some of them. They're lazy. I don't think they come up against enough good ones, unless they've been playing parting recently and oh, fuck me, this is a good spot. Okay, one drone pulled down, but he could easily get up this pylon wall. Oh my god, he waits to the last second, doesn't he? I mean, I guess he barely got the money in, but that's going to be a nice quick cannon rush. Second probe comes in as well. The longer the delay, the better as well, because then you can throw up this cannon and then cancel these. There's only one drone down here, so you can 2v1 that drone easy. Those probes double team. He even drops a gateway. Oh, we doing a Stalker follow-up? Actually, that's his first gateway, so maybe Zealots, maybe Stalkers could always use that just to get up the next tech as well. Now, an expansion's already on the way. The Zerg's going to go for a hatch at the third base. I like that they've just pulled a minimal number of drones. This is actually a really good response so far, and they're going to go double gas Ravager. Okie dokie, so Grimmy is going to be under a lot of pressure to hold on to this position. Of course, this was such a fast cannon rush. It's a huge expenditure. I always feel like with this sort of fast cannon rush, it's much harder for the opponent to stop, but it's also such a commitment that I feel like just going straight Ravagers is actually amazing versus. So if this Zerg puts on gas, builds a Roach Warren, I think they should be able to break out. That's my instincts if I was in the Zerg shoes, but only one worker on gas so far is really prioritizing the minerals. And I do think if you see the Protoss building extra cannons down here and that sort of stuff, building a gateway at the front, you've kind of got to break this before they get too many Stalkers and shield batteries out. Cybercore is going down at home for Grim Reaper, being the cheeky bastard that he is, but is he just going to go Stalkers? I mean, he's only got one gate, so I think he's got to build a Robo down. He's going to even already start a cannon at home. He sees that natural going up. It is 13 workers on minerals, soon to be 14, and 3 on each gas. Now he goes straight for a creep tumor, so he's actually not injecting immediately, which means he can only build 1 or 2 roaches to start. Now that queen can kill one of the cannons from the high ground, so that's very nicely done. But Grimmy comes up, and that probe's going to spot the high ground. Got to watch out, Mrs. Queen. Want a cup of tea? Yeah, she's going to do some damage, but she also might go down. Stalker on the way, and there we go. Yep, Robo. And look at that. Photon cannon, shield batteries going down. The Ravager's going to start to move forward, but there's already a Stalker out that can kind of pick away. And oh, look at that. He might even, he actually can detect the creep tumor with the cannon from there. That probe just killed a drone. Are you kidding me? That probe just killed a drone, guys. Its drone buddy comes out and gets revenge for its dad. The Robo's almost done. The longer you take to get down here, the scarier this gets, but the distance here is really good. This is the best setup here. The problem is that these are stacked, so Biles there will hit 2 structures at once, but the upside is how do you get those Biles when you need to run on the ramp? So this is far enough back that they cover the bottom of the ramp, so you can't get down there, get into the open and then engage, but you also can't Bile them from the high ground. Now, taking down that cannon, that pylon's a nice start. There's still 2 cannons, 2 Stalkers, another Stalker's on the way, and a Warp Prism first. Now that's fascinating. So he wants to use that Warp Prism to give high ground vision and to dodge those projectiles before going into any Immortals. And that's a very cool choice there. I like the extra cannon because the cannon DPS, its consistent damage output means if the Ravagers commit down there, they'll die very quickly. Ravagers look really good when they're attacking and not getting attacked, but the moment they start taking damage, look at how fragile they are. One volley of the Stalkers and that Ravager's almost dead. These Stalkers not taking the best fight there. You got to be careful. That battery energy is actually a very limited resource in this scenario. It's going to try and focus down that queen. It's got a lot of hit points on her. Meanwhile, a couple of drones are already mining. Link speed's on the way as well. Link speed is not something you really have an answer for here as Grimmy. So Grimmy's going to, I mean, what's he going to do? Just try and build batteries forward, make Immortals one at a time. He's on 21 workers. He's actually making a second gas, you can see in the production tab. So he's going to try and add more probes and get up to a proper 1 base economy. 2 workers on each gas for the moment. Immortals here But there's a lot of Ravagers, and this is good, just kind of efficient play from the Zerg. The only problem the Zerg has is this unit count's growing, and as it grows, it does become a bit more of a problem. These fights right now, he's just trading energy for energy, but the Queens do run out of energy a lot earlier than the batteries. Now, the Stalkers are going to run down there, and that's a wise choice. Interrupt that mining, but that's going to prompt him to come on down the ramp. That Immortal and the cannons take out a Ravager. Those Biles, well placed, though. They do hit both. Oh, no, Grimmy, get your Stalkers back, mate. What are you doing? Oh, my God. He's so good at StarCraft, is Grim Reaper, and at the same time, he's such a cheeser when it comes to being able to look at more than one place at once, isn't he? We love giving him crap. He's really got to send us some more losses. I've been harassing him about them lately, and I've said more losses, and he's like, no, don't save my losses. So I'm like, look, mate, come on, we need to see you lose a bit more. I'll stop bullying you and your lack of multitasking. Losing 3 Stalkers over there to nothing except standing in range of the high ground. Oh, here goes the big old bust. Okay. Biles go down. 1 cannon, 1 battery, 4. We've got 2 Immortals out right now. Is that a second? He's got 2 Robos on the front. Oh my God, this mad lad. I'd love to see Disruptor or 2 Colossus if there's a lot of Zerglings are amazing as well. The Immortals are going to run forward. He's going to try and focus down some of these Ravagers if possible, but doesn't really want to go too far into that arc of Queens. If all those units are attacking at once, you're going to take a lot of damage. Dude, this is still a nasty situation, but with all these drones mining, it feels like the Zerg is winning this for sure. It's just there's too many Zerglings and Ravagers coming out, but no. Oh my God, that was a mistake. I don't think that was on purpose. I think that was a misclick. 2 Ravagers go down. That's expensive. Each one of those, it's 100 gas for each Ravager. 2 Immortals at the bottom of the ramp, and 2, I think, are going to go to the right side. Prism there, of course, always there as the ever-present safety measure. Oh, that was great. Runs down, takes out 2 cannons with a round of Biles. Can just transfuse that Reddit point Ravager. This Zerg is legit. I was shitting on Cannon Rush defense abilities. Don't get me wrong. I think it's shit they put themselves in the position where they've got to defend this, and that's what I'm usually critical of. But their handling of the situation, this is clearly a very high-level Zerg player. And ooh, those Lings need to pull back. Uh-oh, Queen on the left. These units, this is getting hard to manage for the Zerg. He's got to 8 Queens, 6 Ravagers, 4 Roaches, 5 Zergans. He's going to try and make a lair, and I think this is the right call. I mean, honestly, Grimmy here is basically playing a giant baiting game. He's saying, come and fight into the cannons and the batteries. Come and fight down the ramp. That's where I'm happy to fight you. But if the Zerg avoids doing that, goes into Nidus, Mutas, even Swarm Hosts will be a super efficient unit to go into here. And also, give up this base. Expand on the left. Go expand there and there. That way he can't come out into the open. If he goes out into the open, he'll get surrounded. The problem right now is these units are bleeding into the Immortals a few at a time. And you can see the units lost tab, of course, getting very bad for the Zerg. Now, having mined more resources, it's not the end of the world. But that is about 2 to 1. And that's, you know, have you mined twice as many resources as the Zerg? Well, maybe you have. I mean, you're up 4 drones still. Even only on 1 base, you're mining more. Biles from the high ground being very cute. More Immortals on the way. A Nexus does go down over here. A couple Zerglings will try to come in. Cannon, though, is there to defend. And 2 Immortals and a Warp Prism do chase off that Queen, leaving... is it a tongue? Do they have a fucking tongue in their ribcage? The graphic of the dead Queen is the strangest thing. There's this wiggling tongue just waving around like a flag on their corpse. And it's going to be a Nidus Worm. So Nidus Worm it is. Not a bad choice. I wouldn't mind, you know, getting an extra hatch or 2 up. In this sort of game where the Protoss really can't make any inroads into your main, the earlier you get these hatches up, you can actually put Grim in a position where he's got to go to some extra tech because he's worried about Mutas. He's putting a Spire now. Look at this. He's going to try and shove on in. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's a lot of Immortals. He saves them all, but he does take a lot of damage on a few of them. A lot of transfuse goes down to save most of those Zerg units. Sending a Zealot around looking for that hatchery. Nidus Worm at the front of the base. And, ooh, he's actually recalling probes over there. Meanwhile, the Immortals are still looking for those pickoffs. Oh my God, these Biles scare the crap out of me. Okay, Nidus Worm's gonna pop up. The worst sound to hear. As an opponent to a Zerg, he's going to try and build a cannon there, but he's just used his recall, so he can't really get home. He's going to try and push in and force these units out at home, which is a cute way of dealing with it. It means not all the Ravagers are there at once, and he kills one. Oh, the Biles in the middle, but he just spreads around him. It's time to disengage. His immortals are getting very low. And he does disengage there, but he gets a few Ravagers, gets a bunch of those units, and he pulls him away. Buys time for another cannon to get up here. Actually, this is really kind of annoying to handle as the Zerg. Oh my god, I feel like the Zerg needs all the Ravagers here. He's going to keep pushing up. You've got to drop Biles on the ramp as he's moving it up it. You can't let him get all the immortals up the ramp, otherwise he's in the open and you're going to have problems. The drones are now being pulled to buffer. Oh, can Grimmy kill these? If he loses these immortals, he's screwed, man. He's got to keep him alive. One goes down. He's lost an immortal. He's lost an immortal. Another one getting trapped up there. 2 immortals going down. And that is a big expense there. But Void Ray building right now. And recall's going to be ready in 50 seconds. If he can hold out for 50 more seconds here, he'll be okay. Drones, though, do not want to be assaulting this base right now. The immortals push back up the ramp. That immortal barely survives. More are building, though. The Prism trying to ferry them out of there. Watch out for the Biles. And he barely does dodge, but that's it. If you can just keep biling him as he tries to walk up, he can't really get up the ramp properly before he's got to disengage. And this is the problem the Zerg's having right now. There we go. You see, whenever the Biles start coming down, Grimmy is forced to disengage. He can't push through that, but he's the one with the expansion up right now. And oh no! The Overlord rally. There's like 7-8 Overlords over there. That's everything. And that Void Ray is having an absolute party. Oh my god. That Void Ray is running around, coward punching those bloody Overlords in the back of their head one at a time, going, hey dickhead, hey dickhead, hey dickhead, hey dickhead, hey dickhead, hey dickhead. That Void Ray's already got 3 Overlord kills. Meanwhile, these Immortals, dude, they're actually committing hard. Is it an overcommitment? Oh, it's a trade. I think a trade favors Grimmy at this point, though, because he's on 28 workers, Zerg's down to 15, and he keeps a few alive. The ramp is still held. He's still over here beating up these virgin Overlords. And the Zerg realizes their folly and they've messed up. Unable to break down, so good at defending the top of the ramp initially, but at a certain point they said, oh crap, I don't have a next step. Grimmy was able to harass down that expansion. I think the Zerg could have kept expanding, held the top of that ramp, and I actually think Grimmy was almost all in on one gamble, and that was this Zerg's going to get impatient and attack into me. And that is exactly what the Zerg did. And what was funny, 1 or 2 times he went down the ramp a bit over eagerly, but then he gave up on that. And he actually could have still held the top of the ramp, but it was him getting in the Nidus Worm that allowed Grimmy up his ramp and to trade really well. Bloody well played. Let's go straight into the next game, because apparently it's a shit show of a PVT. Let's see. All right, so we've got a PVT on Jagger Natha, and he said this game was fucking silly. It was a bit of a shit show. I don't know what that means. Let's take a look. Down in the bottom left, representing green screen, it's Bpoptosis, aka the Grim Reaper. A big fan, of course, of our lovely friend Apoptosis 808, who is a fantastic StarCraft streamer and resident goblin douchebag. He's not a douchebag at all, funnily enough, but Grimmy absolutely is. His clanmates are, and that's a 12 pylon, guys. 12 pylon, 13 gate. Uh-oh. Morgoth is in the top right, and Morgoth is in for a spot of bother, I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. Gas first, though, actually. I tell you that. That gas first is actually going to be pretty good for a fast factory if you realize what's up. So with this build, this is the famous 12 pylon Void Ray Rush, right? We've seen it from Grim Reaper before, but this is something him and StarCraft have been saying, why don't pros do this? Their proxy Void Rays suck for like 6 months plus. And everyone is like, no, you can defend proxy Void Ray. It's not even that good. And in the last few months, Parting and a bunch of the other pros got really good at executing it. And what's so funny is now Terrans are scouting regularly way earlier in the game. If they see the Protosses on one base with 2 gases, they're often canceling their command center and panicking. And it's actually spawned this whole meta of like different build orders that are meant to pretend they're doing the 12 pylon when they're not. Wait, what the fuck is... This is the worst build of all time. He went for the 12 pylon superfast cybercore, but now he's just taking a Nexus? Oh, okay, so this is purely to try and get a quick adept across the map to mess with their command center. Okay, okay, maybe not the worst build, but this is a very tricksy build. This is a build where you basically get your adept across the map faster than they expect, but because the opponent is just building Reaper Hallion on one base, it isn't going for a command center. This is really bad. So Grimmy is going to have to hope they build a command center over there, not on the high ground. And even then, if the Reapers group up, join with the Hellion, they get a free adept kill. This is a bad start. Anyway, so the meta I was talking about, to finish that thought, before the action picks up the Reaper Adept, there's people who will go double gas one base openings, but then they'll just hide a Stargate defensively on their side of the map and go Phoenix. And they'll just take an expansion once the enemy SCV leaves. And and you see the Terran, spot it, cancel their command center, rebuild on the high ground, panic, build a second gas, build a factory, and there's no attack that comes. We saw a Hero who's just returned to pro gaming from military service, Korean Hero, used to be CJ Hero, come back recently, and he finds it, the command center goes on the low ground, but it's revenge time. And you better shade out of there. He's like, oh shit. Yeah, come on, man. Oh, there's another Adept here though. And actually, 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion should beat 2 Adepts pretty handily, but it comes down to the micro. So, you know, if you catch him, if your shields can regen, that's pretty nice. Meanwhile, the Reapers are regenning as well though. And there we go. Grimmy's going to go in. He's got a Nexus up. He's got a Twilight Council on the way as well. And he does. Oh, he gets the SCV and leaves, you cheeky bugger. But he messed up his shade. Why'd he pull his shade back? Oh my god, he messed up. He could have got out scot-free, but Grimmy, with the micro over Cheeser, he accidentally pulled the shade back to there. So he's like, haha, got it. Oh, it's only... He could have shaded like 2 screens back. Now he's got no units. Oh my god, he's got 1 Adept. He's got 1 Stalker almost out, but not yet. The shield batteries aren't ready. He's trying to build one in each base. He's about to get so much damage on him. These Reapers and Hellions are about to kick the shit out of him. Good focus fire. He does kill one of the Hellions. If he can kill the other Hellion, that's the big splash damage dealer here. Oh my god, already a bunch of probes going down. The Reaper Hellion could try to focus the Stalker, but that's a battery. Battery's very good against this. No, go back to the natural. There's no shield battery there yet, is there? Oh, actually, it's finished there as well. But you know what? I think that was a good counter trade. He gets 7 probes and an extra Adept, and the command center is almost finished. I think Morgoth's actually in the lead here, just because already building tanks. You've still got 2 Reapers for scouting. Grimmy can't really do anything to you. His mining's a bit messed up. He can chrono probes here, but he chronoed and then didn't queue up enough probes. So he did have a slight mishap, and because he was building so many gateway units, he's got no production. So Morgoth's actually in a fantastic situation right now. This is so cool. I've never seen someone open 2 Reaper Hellion against Protoss doing a 12 pylon Adept pressures. This is a fascinating kind of matchup. I wonder... Okay, yeah, Morgoth's doing the noob build. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. That's become really popular in the last few months of TVP. Players going some sort of like early tech opening like this to try and get some harassment, denies a Protoss vision, and then they just build a shitload of Marines, 4 Marines at a time, some tanks, a medevac or 2, or in this case, it looks like a Banshee or 2. Though his starport's very late, which is kind of weakening this. And he's going to push out maybe 1 minute from now with a giant pack of unupgraded Marines. Looks like 3 siege tanks and a Banshee, maybe a 4th tank on the way. And that, honestly, should be a kill move, because Grimmy, in a macro game, which he finds himself in now, I mean, this is a fish out of water. He's flopping around. He's like, what do I do? Where are my photon cannons? My name's Grim Reaper. It's not that he's a bad player, guys. He's really not. It's just when someone cheeses 99% of the time, he has no map vision. Finally, an observer gets out there. This is like, why is Stalker's not on the other side of the map? He's worried about a Widow Mine drop. He sees this push now, and he's like, shit. Luckily, he's making charge, which is really good tech. He's got 5 gateways on the way, but they're not ready. So just this handful of Blink Stalkers. He's already lost 1. He's got to make these handful of Stalkers. They need to do a crazy amount of work. Now, the tanks are sieging very far back, and I actually think that's a mistake for Morgoth. Morgoth, of course, doesn't realize the situation he's in, but I think with this sort of push, you're always so committed. You want to go straight up the guts into the natural. Grimmy is going to have to desperately buy time, because head-to-head, he will get his shit kicked in if he fights this army. But the tanks and Banshee a little far behind. Nice bit of stutter step there. Oh, really bad blink micro. He goes to the right, then he changes his mind and goes to the left. But even with battery overcharge, he gets 1 tank. He gets 1 tank and blinks back, but dude, these tanks, the Banshees, he's going to lose his Immortal, does not get out. A few Zealots trying to build here, but slow Zealot's going to come on in. One of his gateways depowered. He's got 2 more gateways building in the main. That's a good response. If he can get a 6-gate charge, there's always a chance, but he's supply blocked now. And that is a big problem. I'd love to see these tanks inch forward more and more, because Stalkers can out-micro the Marines for days, but the siege tanks they're just a predator, man. They just kill them. And this supply block's never ending. This supply block is never ending. Oh, he's going to go for the siege tanks. Nice little flank there with the Stalker probe. Oh, the Marine micro. The Marine micro. No, not very good stutter step. He's trying to protect. He does get the Stalkers. And that means there's nothing to deal with the Banshees. Oh, the rest of his units got left behind a little bit. Charge Zealots are so good versus that upgraded Marine tank, guys. But with Banshees overhead as well, oh, this shit's about to get crazy. Now, it's 2 base Terran versus 1 base Protoss. So the Terran actually just needs to pull back and keep his units alive right now. But he's overextending. Grimmy, maybe? No, honestly, he's fucked. He's got 5 Stalkers. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, fucking Van Damme. I don't know who else is in there. There's, I don't know, Mel Gibson from fucking Braveheart before he became all weird and religious and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, Banshee's coming on in for the counter damage, but no, they're such an important combat unit right now. The thing is, he's already on 1 base. I mean, this doesn't slow his economy down that much because his minerals are starting to mine out. It's actually good probe damage, to be fair. Oh, the Stalkers get the siege tank. The Stalkers get the siege tank. I mean, it's only 4 Stalkers. They just don't have that much firepower. The Marine tank is coming in right now, but this is so messy for Morgoth. Okay, Morgoth should still have this game for sure, though. Actually, these units are going to die. The Stalkers, they got out of there. Every single SCV has been pulled. Morgoth, you're 2 base versus 1. Why are you still rallying Tank Marine across the map? Okay. A little bit of insight, guys. I didn't reveal it at the start of the game because I thought it might spoil through some things. But I think Morgoth was actually a Masters 1 player. Maybe I mentioned that, maybe I didn't. Whereas Grimmy is like 6k, 5.8 normally. So this would be about an 800 or 900 MMR difference. Sometimes you get that on the ladder, especially late at night or something like that. So I think Morgoth is so fucking excited to be smashing someone that he's about to get like 70 MMR if he wins this game. And if he can hold this attack, there's still a chance, but his bunkers aren't quite done. Oh, he's pulling every single boy. Remember, the Grimmy is completely all in here. He's hallucinating Zealots right now in desperation. He's going to pull back down the ramp. The SCVs need to pull back. I think with the bunker up, I think he's fine. Don't float your command center down. Morgoth, don't lose your command center. Oh my god, he's going to lose his command center. Morgoth, no. Go save it. Go save. Boys, he force field blocked the repair. Wait. The SCV's got it. They got the repair. It's okay. Oh my god. What is going on in this game? This game is such a shit show. Okay, he's got 3 barracks. Morgoth, you need to keep mining. Morgoth is in such panic. Morgoth has 200 APM and is getting so little done right now. Oh my god. Finally, he's going to drop mules and start mining again. I mean, there's no stim or shields or anything, and it's going to be 1 base DT into re-expanding to the natural 10 minutes into the game here. He's going to try to build a depot in range of the Stalkers. Oh, the panic is so deep. Morgoth is shitting the bed. Stop, just build units. Why are you building structures in front of the Stalkers? Poor Morgoth. Morgoth was here like, I got this game in the bag, man. Oh, so that's the thing. Once you see Charge Zealots and Blink Stalkers, because they can outmaneuver Marine Tank, the moment you lose your initial ball of units, you gotta just be like, it's done. Fucking pull back, raise the wall, sit behind it until you get stim and shields, which haven't even started yet. Now, you might be like, okay, he's dead. Not necessarily. Remember, the economy sucks balls for Grim Reaper. It's 19 probes. You've got double mules dropping. He's not repairing his command center? Okay. Oh, he is. There's 1 SCV. 1 SCV is repairing it. It's going to take a while because it's taking a lot of burning damage. Okay. He's going to build a Raven, which is actually very wise because guess what? Grimmy's making DTs, guys. Oh, I don't know why he dropped a scan there, but he did. Dude, he's holding. That's a lot of units that go down. He shows the DT, and guess what? That Raven is only about 20 seconds away. He's also got another scan. And oh, he's going to kill it. Does he? Oh, the DT gets out of there. Okay. Now he's just got to repair the bunker. He's repair the... Morgoth, what are you doing, mate? He does have stim and shields, and he's building bio. He's building a Hellion, which I think is a panic button unit right now. And you know what? I mean, normally a Protoss can bounce back from taking a lot of damage, but in this game, Grimmy can't, man. He's taking so long to rebuild. He's finally got 11 probes mining minerals in the main, 8 in the main, sorry, 11 in the natural. So he has just over 1 base of mineral mining. It is really not that high. And yeah, you've got 26 SCVs. So if you could just re-land, secure this expansion, and if you just keep building bio, I mean, Marine Marauder against low numbers of bio units is going to be shit. It's blink DTs And that's what he's got 4 Stalkers, which is enough to pick off a Marine, so not a bad little squad to be annoying with. Morgoth is still not landing his expansion. He's so panicked right now. And come on. Grimmy's like trying to bait the units out so he can pick him off. And then I think he's going to look for a base trade. So I think he's got to wait for Morgoth to move out and basically just try to snipe the Raven with the Stalkers and then counterattack with DTs and do whatever you can with it. Cool. Gets an SCV for shields. Well worth it. But his whole army is here. Grimmy, you can't have your whole army. But he doesn't know how to use control groups because he's Grimmy. He's a cheese boy. He doesn't know how to use control groups. Run! Oh my god, and now all those DTs. He just showed his hand. You gotta hide the DTs to the base trade. Wait, actually, I mean, stim, shields. DTs do a lot of damage. There have been a lot of times I've seen DTs blink on an army and kill it, but I think the numbers are too good. He's gonna make 3 Archons. Morgoth is supply blocked right now, but he's got a big army. His army's splitting! Morgoth! Morgoth! No! Hot pickup! Morgoth! Morgoth! Clutch save! Random auto turret, not make sense, but clutch save on those 8 Marines! Oh my god, Morgoth's actually doing pretty well at handling. It's such a stressful... No, get back, Morgoth, get back! He's surrounding you! Oh, good flank there from Grimmy, but Morgoth's okay. The Raven's there. He's got to drop another auto turret, maybe. The tanks... Did he just attack the rocks? Oh my god, Morgoth just attacked the rocks there for a little bit. Oh, he's got to pull back. Where's the rest of his bio? Oh no, Morgoth's going to lose his Raven. All these Archons are damaged, but they're not dead. He drops a random auto turret and just leaves. No! We've all been there, Morgoth. A moment of silence. Oh, guys, please tell me, let's all take a moment here to respect Morgoth, who almost beat a player 1,000 MMR higher, and then dropped the ball a little bit. Shout out to Grimmy for fighting back so hard, but please, in commemoration of Morgoth, share your stories of the most embarrassing throw that you've ever done. For me, there's too many. I'm not going to tell the stories. I might write one in the comments later. Catch you guys next time. Goodbye and good night.